Hey smartphone fans, this is Jeff and I'm back again with another video today comparing the OnePlus 5T Face Unlock versus the Galaxy Note 8 and of course Face ID on the iPhone X. The Face Unlock feature on the Galaxy Note 8 and the OnePlus 5T act in a similar fashion using the front camera. However, Face ID on the iPhone X is a little bit different, using a true depth camera system with a dot illuminator and infrared sensors in order to see your face. Face Unlock and Face ID both work tremendously well in my experience, but which one is the best, which one's the fastest, and which one's the most reliable? Well, keep on watching in order to find out. Setting up Face ID is a relatively straightforward process. You just look at your phone and then it recognizes your face, and then you rotate your head in a 360-degree manner like this, and you do that twice. At the top of the phone, you can see two dots basically illuminating. You have those infrared sensors that the camera can pick up, but you can't actually see those with a naked eye. Anyways, setting up Face ID is a relatively straightforward process. Adding your face data to the OnePlus 5T is a really straightforward process. You just look at the screen and it memorizes your face and shows you the progress through that blue circle, and it's all done and it's ready to go. The face recognition technology on the Galaxy Note 8 works pretty similarly to the OnePlus 5T Face Unlock feature, and all you have to do is look at your screen and the Galaxy Note 8 will recognize your face and memorize it, and your face recognition is all set up. First up, we have the OnePlus 5T versus the Galaxy Note 8, and a quick look at the settings side by side shows that there are a couple of differences. First of all, the OnePlus 5T has an option for Face Unlock assistive lighting, and this is supposed to help in a darker room, and it'll actually show a white unlock screen to give a little bit more lighting so that the camera can see your face. The Note 8 has an option called facial recognition. When you toggle this off, it's a little bit more secure because it makes sure that a picture or a video with your face is not being used. However, if you want the fastest possible recognition, then leave this option on. For this first comparison between the OnePlus 5T and the Note 8, we're going to leave the facial recognition toggle off on the Note 8. This is a more secure method of face unlock, but it should be a little bit slower, at least that's what the option states. Both phones are set to unlock directly to the home screen once you turn on the screen and it recognizes your face. Now recall that the Note 8 has that facial recognition turned off for a more secure unlock feature, but you can clearly see that the OnePlus 5T is definitely a faster unlock when comparing the two side by side. It isn't that much of a difference, but you definitely see it. So for the second test, we'll go back in and toggle facial recognition back on for the Note 8, but the results don't really change. The OnePlus 5T still seems to do a better job, and you can tell from the side-by-side that the OnePlus 5T is still faster. For the last test, we'll turn the screen brightness all the way down and try the Face Unlock feature in the dark. And one thing to note here is that the Face Unlock assistive lighting option on the OnePlus 5T definitely helps give it a big advantage. When the Note 8 is being unlocked at the same time, it actually piggybacks off of that bright white screen, as you guys can see there. And that does make a big difference. The Note 8 on its own doesn't have this feature, so if it is too dark out, the Face Unlock probably won't work very well unless there's enough ambient lighting around. You can see that piggybacking off of the OnePlus 5T's white unlock screen, and I think it's a pretty simple feature that can be added by Samsung, but it is pretty innovative, and I do like the fact that OnePlus has added this to the 5T, especially if you're going to be using this phone in the dark and don't want to be bothered with a fingerprint sensor or a password. The OnePlus 5T definitely wins this round against the Note 8, so it'll advance to compete with the iPhone X and Face ID. Moving on to the iPhone X, we'll turn off Require Attention for Face ID to make recognition a little bit faster. So for this comparison, pay attention to the padlocks. The OnePlus 5T has it at the bottom of the screen, and the iPhone X has the padlock at the top of the screen. So you can see in multiple tries here that the padlock always shows up on the OnePlus 5T, almost as if the phone is unlocked before you even turn on the power button. For this first comparison, I disabled the option on the OnePlus 5T to unlock directly to the home screen once the screen is turned on. And I did this because the iPhone X actually doesn't have this ability. As you can see in this comparison, when I turn it back on for the OnePlus 5T, the iPhone X still requires you to swipe up from the bottom of the screen in order to enter your home screen. Whereas on the 5T, you can just go straight to the home screen without any further action after you turn on the screen. For the third and final test between the OnePlus 5T and the iPhone X, we're back inside of a dark room, where Face ID should have the advantage since it uses infrared and the dot illuminator in order to recognize your face. Here you can see that the OnePlus 5T still does a pretty good job, especially when it sees your face and recognizes that it should put up that white unlock screen so that there's a little bit more lighting for the camera to be able to see your face. However, I have seen and noticed throughout my use that Face ID is a little bit more reliable in these situations. However, your mileage may vary depending on how far away you hold the phone from your face, and especially when you're in bed, sometimes the pillow might obstruct your view of your face, and sometimes you may be too close or too far away. So some things to keep in mind as you guys use both of these devices. So with that said, I'll go ahead and end the video here. Although there is no clear winner in all situations, I do have to say that the OnePlus 5T and the iPhone X both are a little bit better than the Face Unlock on the Note 8. However, you really can't go wrong with any of these phones, and of course there are other biometric unlocking methods on the Note 8 and the OnePlus 5T to consider, such as that fingerprint sensor. Anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this coming up soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.